Although bit depth determines how much information is available per pixel, it's the color space that determines what colors are available when working on an image. The colors that are included are known as the color gamut of the color space. Determining what colors define the space is a complex problem for a variety of reasons, including the fact that the technology used to show and create the colors differ. As a result, there are color spaces that are better for working on images that are going to be printed on a printing press or to an inkjet printer because those devices use inks to create color. And there are better color spaces for working with files that are going to be displayed on screen because those devices mix light together in order to create color. We're going to look at the 4 most popular color space options in Photoshop, knowing that working with more colors can be more flexible, yet may lead to surprises when the file has to be converted into another color space for output. The first space is sRGB. It's the smallest color space of the 4, and it's well suited for anything that's going to be viewed online or viewed on a mobile device or a screen. You rarely get any surprises with sRGB. When you're working in this color space, what you see on your monitor, assuming that your monitor is calibrated, will almost always be able to be replicated by high-end inkjet printers as well as the printing press. Adobe RGB is a larger color space than sRGB, and most high-quality computer monitors can display all of the colors in Adobe RGB. It's a very popular color space for photographers and designers. You might see slight differences if you're working in Adobe RGB but need to save out a copy of the file as a JPEG file in sRGB because the color gamut of that sRGB is a little bit smaller than Adobe RGB. However, using the Adobe RGB color space allows for more colors for other output devices. ProPhoto is the largest color space out of these 4, and it's got the greatest number of colors. In fact, so many colors that you might not be able to see all of them on your screen. This means that if you need to convert this file into another color space in order to print it or to view it on screen, you might see a significant shift between the original colors in the file that you're looking at on your monitor and the file that you output for the specific device. CMYK is the last color space. If you're going to an offset printer, you need to know that these devices have a limited color space. Printing presses use cyan, magenta, yellow, and black ink to produce continuous tone-looking images. The color gamut will vary based on both ink as well as paper. Most designers and photographers don't work in the CMYK space unless they know that the printing press is the only device that they're going to output their work to. If this is the case, then you'll want to work very closely with your printer to determine the proper settings for your project. For this course, all of the exercise files are in the Adobe RGB color space.